Best tennis rackets for beginners. First of all, if you're here, you're probably just starting out. Welcome to tennis. You're going to love it. Below we will show you the best tennis rackets for beginners on the market today, and how to choose the right racket for you. Whether you want just give tennis a try, or want to learn to become a more competitive tennis player, we'll help you find the perfect racket. Our recommendations below are based on over 20 years of experience playing tennis, testing rackets, and coaching players from beginners to professionals. Before we review each racket in detail below, here is our list of the 7 best beginner tennis rackets. Head TIS 6 Best Overall Beginner Racket. Babolat Pure Drive 110 Best for Power. Prince Ripstick 100 Best for Serious Beginner. Wilson Clash 108 Best for Comfort, Arm Friendly. Head Boom Team Best for Control. Wilson Hyper Hammer 5.3. Wilson Tour Slam Racket Best Cheap Racket for Beginners. Number 1 Head TIS 6 Best Overall. For older teens and adults learning how to play tennis, this is the best beginner tennis racket under $100. Its titanium structure means it is lightweight, 8.9 ounces strung, so you can control it easily from the baseline and avoid tennis elbow. You'll be able to generate power on your shots since this racket has a large frame and has its weight balanced towards the head. The large frame size of 115 square inches means it has a huge sweet spot in case you mishit the ball. The 16 by 19 string pattern also makes this one of the best tennis rackets for spin. You'll be able to generate topspin on your shots as you improve your game. The main strings on this racket spread wider as they move further from the handle. We found that in combination with the frame technology, this gives the racket excellent feel. This racket is also the best value tennis racket if you plan to become a more avid recreational player. However, we don't recommend this racket for advanced players as it is bulky and difficult to maneuver at the net for a fast-paced game. Read other head tennis racket reviews. Specs: 115 square inch head size 8.9 ounces. Price, $. USTA rating, up to 3.5. Pros: great power from the baseline. Lightweight, prevent tennis elbow and injury. Great feel with a large sweet spot. Relatively inexpensive. Cons: bulky and difficult to maneuver at the net. Not for high-level intermediate players. Number 2 Babolat Pure Drive 110, Best for Power. The Babolat Pure Drive is one of the best tennis rackets for power on the market. This Pure Drive 110 is the perfect adult beginner tennis racket if you want a quality, powerful racket to improve fast. This version of the Babolat Pure Drive is lightweight and easy to maneuver at the net, with a large head, 110 square inches, for a bigger sweet spot. That, combined with the wide frame, will help generate power. The string pattern helps generate spin, so you can continue using it as you continue to improve your game. Also, if you plan to become an intermediate player, you won't have to change rackets. Read other Babolat tennis racket reviews. Specs: 110 square inch head size 9.5 ounces. Price, $. USTA rating, up to 4.0. Pros: excellent power for ground strokes. Big sweet spot. More control than most beginner rackets. Great for learning how to hit topspin. Good for intermediate players. Cons: costs more than most starter rackets. Not for high-level intermediate players. Number 3 Prince Ripstick 100, Best for Serious Beginners. The Prince Ripstick is a great tennis racket for almost any skill level. Its easy maneuverability and power make it great for beginners, while the open string pattern and stability allow for faster swings from intermediate players. There are 2 versions of the Ripstick that vary by weight, 11.2 ounces versus 10.4 ounces. Most physically fit players can start with the heavier version, which will allow you to improve faster. For younger teens or ladies who want something easier to handle, the 10.4 ounces Ripstick is best. This racket's 16 by 18 string pattern makes it great for learning topspin, a skill required to advance your game. The 100 square inch frame is comfortable and offers good power and stability. The unique O-ports minimize wind resistance, helping you swing faster too. We recommend this racket for serious beginners who want the best chance to improve their tennis game. Read other Prince tennis racket reviews. Specs: 100 square inch head size 11.2 ounces. Price, $. USTA rating, up to 4.5. Pros: great for beginners and intermediate players. Allows a player to improve fast. Great comfort and power. Better control than most beginner rackets. Fantastic for learning topspin. Cons. Smaller frame than some beginner rackets. More expensive than others on this list. Number 4 Wilson Clash 108, best for comfort. The Wilson Clash tennis rackets are excellent for beginners and high-level intermediate players. With the Clash 108, you will be able to improve fast. This racket's 108 square inch head creates a big sweet spot, perfect for beginners. It's a flexible racket with great control and comfort. The extra 0.25 inches in length helps to add power on your serve and ground strokes. Beginners who want to learn how to hit with topspin will find the Clash 108 provides plenty of spin. This is one of the most forgiving, comfortable tennis rackets on the market. It's more expensive than most beginner rackets. But it's worth the investment if you do plan to play tennis often and want to improve fast. Read other Wilson tennis racket reviews. Specs: 108 square inch head size 10.4 ounces. Price: $. USTA rating: up to 4.0. Pros: great beginner racket for control. Allows for fast improvement. Good mobility for doubles. Head size and added length provide more power. The most flexible and comfortable beginner racket, easy on the arm. Cons: more expensive than most beginner rackets. Number 5 Head Boom Team, best for control. The Head Boom is a newer racket from Head, and the Team version is great for athletic adults who want an entry-level racket. It's a great tweener racket that will allow you to improve to an intermediate player quickly. This racket has a 102-inch head size, making it great for both beginners and intermediates. Its lightweight, 10.2-ounce frame is easy to handle as well. The 16x19 string pattern offers good power and can help you learn topspin as you advance. The frame is built for controlled power with a relatively narrow beam for a beginner racket. For players who are relatively athletic and physically strong with good hand-eye coordination, this is a great racket. This is certainly one of the top beginner or low-level intermediate rackets on the market to help players place and control their shots. Specs: 102 square inch head size 10.2 ounces. Price: $. USTA rating: up to 4.0. Pros: best beginner racket for control. Great transition racket for beginner to intermediate. Allows for fast improvement. Excellent comfort and feel. Solid power and spin as you improve. Cons: smaller head size than many beginner rackets. Number 6 Wilson Hyper Hammer 5.3, lightweight racket. For players who want a balance of control and power, Wilson has created this great racket in their line of Hammer racket series. This oversized racket, 110 square inches, has a tighter string pattern, 18x20, than most beginner rackets. This will help you to place your shots better all over the court. At 9 ounces, it is lightweight but still heavy enough to transition your game to the next level. While we wouldn't recommend this for advanced or upper-level intermediate players, this is a great starter racket that will give you a few years to improve your game even if you play often. Specs: 110 square inch head size 9 ounces. Price: $. USTA rating: up to 4.0. Pros: good for intermediate players. String pattern allows for more control and feel. Good mobility at the net for a beginner. Cons: less power than some starter rackets. Number 7 Wilson Tour Slam, best cheap racket for beginners. If you're on a very tight budget, or just need a cheap tennis racket for one event, then we recommend the Wilson racket below. It is the best value of any under $50 racket on the market. Wilson is a major, trusted tennis brand and makes quality tennis gear. This racket's 110 square inch head size gives you a large sweet spot and great feel for the value. It is a bit heavy for a beginner racket at 11.5 ounces. Because of the price, this is also a great way to see if you enjoy tennis without having to spend much. If, however, you plan on playing tennis as a more serious hobby and want to improve to an intermediate player, this racket is not recommended. Specs: 110 square inch head size 11.5 ounces. Price: $.50. USTA rating: up to 3.0. Pros: budget friendly. Large head size creates a big sweet spot. Good power. Wilson is a trusted brand. Cons: not a great racket to improve your game.